To the millions of new fans drawn to the genre every year, K-pop might seem like a perfect space filled with glittery fashion, flawless makeup, catchy tunes, slick choreography, and seemingly always happy idols. However, beneath the surface lies a dark side of the industry that many fans may not be aware of. From the pressure to be perfect in terms of appearance, the prevalence of eating disorders and mental health issues, to the disturbing behavior of sasaeng fans. In this video, we will be discussing the dark side of K-pop. Despite being a topic that, although complex and multi-faced, has been overexploited by gossip pages and Western media that is obsessed with the idea that all K-pop idols are secretly suffering, I do think it is important to confront the negative aspects of the K-pop industry in order to create a healthier and safer environment and community, while also celebrating the many positive aspects of the genre, which by far outweigh the negatives. So if you're ready, let's dive in together. To start, even before idols debut, as young trainees, they are subjected to grueling schedules and intense training regimes. During this time, stars-to-be must not only master their singing, dancing, and rapping skills, but also maintain flawless appearances, as most companies enforce strict rules about their weight, hairstyles, and clothing. Following their debut, as the industry placed a premium on youth and beauty, many idols undergo plastic surgery to conform to these standards, and this pressure to be perfect can have devastating consequences on idols' mental health, as the constant scrutiny and criticism from fans and media alike can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and even more extreme risks. Despite the dangers, the pressure to be perfect persists in the K-pop world as idols are expected by both their company and fans to maintain a pristine image both on and off stage, and any misstep or mistake can lead to public backlash and even career-ending consequences. Furthermore, the competitive nature of the industry also fuels this pressure, as idols are encouraged to constantly strive to outdo their peers and achieve higher levels of success, since they are, quote, easily replaced by the newest rookie who is waiting to steal the spotlight. That being said, there are increasing signs that the K-pop industry is slowly starting to change, especially as in recent years, some idols and fans have spoken out about the need for better mental health support and more realistic beauty standards. Plus, some agencies have also implemented measures to protect their artists' well-being, such as clamping down on online trolls and providing counseling services. Furthermore, countless idols have chosen to break the stereotype of the idol competition, instead choosing to cheer on their rookies and support each other as co-workers and colleagues. One of the things that idols have spoken out about the most is the pressure they face to maintain a certain weight, often put on strict diets and intense workout regimens that are difficult to maintain. Idols have reported extreme hunger, fatigue, and even fainting, which is dangerous for anyone, much less for a performer who has to dance and perform for their job. These pressures are made worse by the constant scrutiny from fans and the media who criticize any change in appearance. Think of the countless headlines about IVE Wonhyung's weight loss and IVE Liz's weight gain. As a result of this pressure, I'm not surprised that several K-pop idols have developed eating disorders such as anorexia and bulimia, even if these disorders are kept hidden from the public eye, since the industry promotes a culture of perfection and any perceived weakness can lead to negative consequences. Celebrities like IU, Changnara, and Hangukpop have come forward and shared their struggles with eating disorders like bulimia, in hopes of raising awareness about the issue and breaking down the stigma surrounding mental health and balanced eating in the industry. For example, Hangukpop explained that his experience with bulimia started after an audition at JYP Entertainment, where he was told to lose weight, leading him to obsess about food. However, the constant vomiting ended up damaging his vocal cords, which caused him to get rejected again. This type of story perfectly shows the savagely cruel way the entertainment industry can affect a young star's mental health and relationship to food. The issue is further complicated by the normalization of extreme dieting and weight loss practices. Some idols have publicly shared their diets, which can include eating as little as one meal a day or consuming only low-calorie drinks, which not only promotes unhealthy behaviors, but can also lead to serious health issues, such as malnutrition and weakened immune systems. Ultimately, with younger and younger artists debuting as idols, the toxic approach to eating and weight in K-pop has sparked many fans and advocates to call for a shift toward a more inclusive and diverse representation of body types. Probably the most publicized dark side of K-pop is the continued abuse of idols by sasaeng fans. These obsessive fans engage in stalking, harassment, and invasion of privacy, which can have serious consequences on the mental and physical well-beings of idols, as sasaeng fans will go to extreme lengths to get close to their idols, including breaking into their private residence, stealing personal items, and hacking into their personal accounts. Naturally, the behavior of sasaeng fans is extremely distressing for K-pop idols, with many idols reporting being followed by sasaeng fans for extended periods of time, receiving threatening phone calls and messages, and having their privacy invaded, and some even being physically assaulted by sasaeng fans. As with any other form of stalking, this constant surveillance takes a toll on idols' mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, and other psychological issues, with many reporting being in fear for their safety due to the actions of these fans, which includes being chased by cars or even followed into private spaces, such as bathrooms or hotel rooms. It should be mentioned that K-pop idols are not the only celebrities that have dealt with stalking fans. Western artists like Taylor Swift have also spoken about stalkers who have broken into their houses, etc. It is an issue that needs to come to an end around the world. And B, in the last year, Korea has moved to make stalking a more serious offense, increasing the punishment from a relatively small fine to a possible multi-year prison sentence, which is a massive improvement for justice across the country, especially for women who tend to be the biggest victims in stalking cases. Regardless, the fact that K-pop idols continue to be harassed by sasaeng fans, despite the increasing efforts of their companies and law enforcement, is a shocking and appalling side of the K-pop industry. The danger of sasaeng fans is even more concerning when you take into account what feels like an increasing amount of underage minor K-pop idols that are debuting in the industry. While many young K-pop idols have achieved fame and success, profiting from their head start, the industry is still majorly lacking in protection and support for the countless child idols. Expected to work hard and push themselves to their limits to achieve success in the industry, this intense pressure can have serious consequences for their physical and mental health, and in many cases, young K-pop idols are forced to sacrifice their childhood and personal life in order to achieve success. With most idols, even those who debut as adults, starting their training period around 8 to 15 years old, idols have reported a variety of experiences, with some describing the training as a type of after-class club and others describing grueling hours of practice. Another major issue facing minors in K-pop is the sexualization and objectification of young idols by both K-pop companies, who have a reputation for marketing minors in a variety of concepts, including often wildly inappropriate sexy concepts, and certain fans who fetishize these stars for their looks and youth. This kind of behavior by fans is especially dangerous when directed towards minors. However, as I mentioned, the exploitation of minors in K-pop is not limited to the fans, as the industry itself can also be complicit in the abuse of young idols. In some cases, idols have spoken about physical and or sexual harassment or abuse that they experience at the hand of their own management or other industry professionals while minors, which is just disgusting and heartbreaking. As if things couldn't get worse, these underage K-pop idols are often subjected to strict rules and regulations regarding their personal lives and behavior, including restrictions on dating, socializing with friends outside of the industry, and even controlling what they eat or wear. This lack of control over their own lives can be especially damaging for young idols who are still developing their sense of self and identity. While many defend debuting underage trainees, arguing that it is their choice and this might be their only opportunity, it seems the majority opinion among K-pop fans is that as young idols are often subjected to intense pressure, sexualization, and lack of control over their own lives, the industry as a whole needs to either take much bigger steps to protect these young idols and provide them with the support they need to thrive both on and off the stage, or simply stop debuting underage idols. As the industry continues to grow and attract more fans, it is becoming more and more important to understand the harsh realities that many K-pop idols face, from the pressure to be perfect, the toxic approach to eating and weight, to the dangerous behavior of sasaeng fans, and the vulnerability of underage idols. It's clear that the industry has a long way to go in terms of protecting the mental and physical health of its artists. However, while it is crucial for the industry to prioritize the well-being of its artists and provide a safe and healthy environment for them to thrive, personally, we think fans also need to recognize that it is the toxic fans who are the biggest perpetrators of the abuse of idols. With their constant scrutiny, bullying, and obsession, fans have been their idols' biggest enemies, and ultimately, the only way the industry can change is if every fan does their part by advocating for better treatment of idols, supporting efforts to improve industry practices, and backing off idols' private lives and appearances. It's not enough to simply enjoy the music and performances. We must also hold each other and the industry as a whole accountable for its treatment of idols and take action where we can. If you agree, please like and subscribe to this channel for more insightful discussions about the challenges facing K-pop and its fans. Together we can work towards a better future for the industry and the artists we love.